Hey guys, it's me, Jabari. I'm going to be playing League of Legends, and today I'm going to be giving you my first impressions of a champion known as Shyvana, the Half Dragon. First off, let me start by saying I am a bad League of Legends player. I just turned level 30. I haven't played ranked at all, so I don't have a rank. Um, so I'm a little baby at League of Legends. So if you're not new to League of Legends, this might hurt your soul a little bit, disclaimer. And if you are new, I might not be the best place to learn, but hey, me and you, we're going to have fun together. We're going to learn together. And even if you aren't new, we can still have fun together. You can help me. Of the little time I have played this game, I've played Shyvana the most. She's mainly a jungler, which they attack monsters in the jungle to gain experience and level up. And they go to the other three lanes to kill the enemy and help their team out. They also help kill the big monsters, the dragon, the baron, and the rift herald to improve your whole team and your whole team's performance. Let's start with her abilities. So passively, she does more damage against dragons and gains armor and magic resist based on how many have been slayed by her and her team. Her Q enhances her basic attack and she strikes twice. Her basic attacks then reduce the cooldown, meaning you can use this the more you hit. It is worth knowing that for the older players, the Q is an auto attack reset. Her W causes a ring of fire to appear around her, which deals magic damage to enemies within it. It also increases her movement speed so she runs faster, and it enhances her basic attacks so they do some more magic damage. Her W's duration is also extended by basic attacks. Her E is a straight line skill shot. Fireball does a little damage, but its main thing is it marks the target, and that marking makes her basic attacks deal more damage against the enemies. It does a percentage of their max health. And finally, her R, or her ultimate, passively it gives her a bar called Fury, and she gains more Fury when she auto attacks. She gains her Fury back. At 100 Fury, she gains the ability to transform into a dragon and take a short flight in a certain direction. When she is a dragon, her three abilities do more damage and slightly change. Her Q does damage in a cone shape, her W grows much bigger, and her E explodes and does damage in a circle for a bit. The damage also applies the mark as well. Once she runs out of Fury, she turns back into a regular form, and you have to rebuild Fury by attacking using basic attacks to rebuild it back up. Okay, this right here that I'm attacking this is a dragon. This is one of the large epic monsters, I believe is their name, that I was talking about. There are four different types. There's an ocean dragon, air dragon, fire dragon, and mountain dragon. Each one does different things. This one gives health regeneration. After a certain amount of time, you start regenerating your health. Um, it's one of the harder ones to solo, but as Shyvana, as soon as she turns level 6, she becomes really good at taking dragons. That's her main thing, is taking dragons and taking objectives like the towers and Baron. Let's get on to my impressions. In this case, it'll be more of a review, but still first impressions, as I am still new to her. So, my impressions, of course, I like her, otherwise I wouldn't have continued to play her. You can look up my summoner name. You can see I've played her a decent amount. So obviously I like her. So let's just talk about the why. The why I like her. Besides the fact that she's a freaking dragon human hybrid, she turns into a literal giant beast of a person. um, and she just chases you down and just murders what she chases down. You see her and she's small, and all of a sudden, boom, giant dragon, and you just run. You just run for your life, because if she gets her jaws on you, it's over. There's little you can do. There's little you can do. Not only that, but she can take and deal damage, especially dealing it. Here is a great example. I'm walking up and can't really tell, it's kind of hard to tell. Basically, I just Q her immediately and I do most of her health. I then brawl with this Olaf and we also do a lot of his health. She deals a ton, and if you build lifesteal on her, which is when you do damage to people, you get a percentage of that damage back to you as health. So if she does a lot of damage and she has lifesteal, then she's going to be healing for a really good amount, which allows her to take more damage. On top of that, she does what's known as hybrid damage, which is both magical and physical damage. So if you build armor to mitigate her physical damage, it doesn't matter because her abilities make her do loads of magic damage, and vice versa. If they just build magic resist to stop the magic damage, she does physical damage. So no matter what, she's really going to be doing damage to pretty much everybody, even tanks. Not as much to tanks because their job is to just have a ton of health, armor, and magic resist, but she'll still do damage to them. Here's the secret. Physical? She did a lot of physical damage, but I also do a ton of magic damage, right? So granted, Fizz did more because that's what Fizz does, but if you look at it, I did both physical and magical, and a little bit of strength. Let's not talk about that though. Total physical, magical, so it's a hybrid of combination of both. Clearly did a lot of magic damage, and they can try, but then I just physical damage them to death. We'll start with some weaknesses of hers. She can't gank very well. In terms of killing people, she, in terms of at the beginning, running into lane, ganking, and trying to kill the other lanes, she doesn't do it as well as a lot of other junglers, especially before she hits her ultimate. She can kind of use her W to speed herself up, but if she's not getting a really good flank off, if she's not getting them in a spot where it's going to be really hard for them to run away, then it's pretty easy for them to run away from her. She has to be in your face to do her damage, which means she's very kiteable. You can kind of run circles around her, if you will. Here's a good example. We see the Corki, I see the Corki, and I'm running towards him, but he's quite easily able to run away even when I flash or kind of teleport to him. So, now that I've kind of gone over her, let's get some thoughts and opinions from some friends of mine who have played this game far longer than I. They might not have played her specifically, but they know her and have probably played against her at one point in their career of playing League of Legends. So, right now, opinions: Kyle, Tyler, and Drew. Let's go.
Shyvana is out of the meta right now because the items that made her good, like Devourer when she was broken, aren't good. And it's a very tank meta, as Tyler was talking about earlier. Very, very tank jungler, and you can get away with jungle Ezreal, that's pretty strong as well. Just base damage wise, and his cooldown on his Q is ridiculous. But other than that, Shyvana is only super good because of her items, and her kit was good, and they buffed her W whenever Devourer was good. They made her a good champion. She was pretty strong, but it's definitely not her time to shine.
Tell me your guys' thoughts on Shyvana.
On what?
Shyvana,
Shyvana's alright. She's a good solo queue.
All right. So that's a fair opinion. In pro play, she isn't the best because of, like I said, she's very kiteable. Uh, she can't really do much until level 6, and in professional play, where they play the game at a far higher level than any of us could even imagine. Early game, pre-level 6, all of that is very important. Um, you know, If you make one wrong move, you can't do a lot. Okay, so shout out to them for coming on, talking about Shyvana, and giving their opinions. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. I ask that you check out League of Legends if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much. All right, bye.